Hello. Hello. How do someone can hear us? No. Hello. 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 Yeah, that's the talk. So you can hear me. Okay. So I was asking if you are hearing me. No. But you can hear us. Okay. Sense. Okay. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon again. Welcome to the first edition of the Pan University and the Forum collaboration on the book blog. Our program has called for Booktrek. So they are used materials of Booktrek because we never had a book that I did the first edition of a collaboration with the Pan Atlantic University. We've done this together in like before. We call it book blog. It was something we took to the campus. We had books, they even produced two books for them. Of the Transcultural Writers Network. And then I was our appointment. But this opportunity, these are the initiatives of Atlantic University and the brought to Quora. So I'm going to ask Quora Malari who actually initiated this program. And we invite the authors, then we can start with reading and then we go to the conversation. Quora, so introduce yourself. So, apart not to also say, apart from Google Meet, we are on Instagram Live, and then we are on radio. The really video radio is this radio station, so we're also on radio, and a lot of people are following. We're also on YouTube. Collaboration.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kolade. I'm an editor with Pan University Press. We initiated the PAU book some months ago for the purpose of encouraging an interaction between the academia, the community, and the society. The essence of it is to promote academic engagement of critical issues and bring it to a setting where people in the town can also engage these works. We've published a couple of books within the Atlantic University Press, and we consider digital youth and social movement as the first title to grace the booklogue because it's a very topical, it engages a very topical theme in the sense that we've been seeing series of social movements over time from Occupy Nigeria to NSAS and most recently NPAC governance. So we are hoping that wherever academic engagements that we've done to bring out these issues profile solutions, we can then also bring it to the town and let people within the community also interact with this book. So, as initiated, there will be subsequently, although we won't be able to do that for this particular edition, there will be open mic where people get to present different forms of art from poetry to spoken word. Then we have readings from the book, a chapter panel discussion, a Q&A session as well. So once again, we welcome everyone to the first edition of PA Booklogue. Thank you.
Collecting your job is not done. You are now to compose the artwork you're on. I think we should start with reading from the book. So those online and those very used to the book and then go back to you and then so you compose it.
So we'll be inviting the author of the book to the stage. Before he comes up, I would want to introduce us to the author by reading his profile. Dr. Nwachukwu Egbunike is a senior lecturer at the School of Media and Communication, Pan-Atlantic University, Lagos, Nigeria. His research agenda encompasses the intersections of digital media with social movements, political participation, freedom of expression, and digital authoritarianism. He was formerly Global Voices Regional Editor for Sub-Saharan Africa. Egbunike is the author of these books: Died Thoughts, A Conversation in and From My Country, published in Ibadan by Feathers and Ink in 2012. Blazing Moon, also published by Feathers and Ink in 2015. Hashtags, Social Media, Politics and Ethnicity in Nigeria, published by Narrative Landscape in 2018. And Nka, published by Wayne Press in 2021, and most recently, Digital Youth and Social Movements, The Perspective from Nigeria, which is his fifth book. Additionally, Dr. Nwachukwu is also the head of the Pan-Atlantic University Press. Let's usher him to the stage. Before the engagement of the book, we have a panel discussion. We will ask Dr. Nwachukwu to read salient aspects of the book.
Good episode, everyone. I'm going to look at the social media impacts and starts with Vivian Gomez. Institutionalized police brutality in Nigeria. I'm reading from page 52. Institutionalized police brutality in Nigeria has for some time been targeted at Nigerian youth. Amnesty International documented 82 cases of torture by SARS between January 2017 and May 2018. Wearing dreadlocks, having a tattoo or laptop is enough suspicion for police to harass, intimidate, arrest, and even extrajudicially kill a young Nigerian. Young people have long expressed and documented their angst against law enforcement agents on social media. The state-sponsored predatory violence against young citizens equally widen the distrust between both parties. This understandably accounts for the pent-up anger about the police, which reached a breaking point with the NSAS protest. The youths, with an average age of 18, make up to 60% of Nigeria's over 200 million population strength, according to data by United Nations 2022. With most of them unemployed, the least expected from government was to provide them with means of livelihood. However, these young Nigerian citizens were stereotyped as lazy, uneducated, or unserious. However, this demographic has two potent tools to their advantage: their age and digital media. As disruptive digital natives, Nigerian young people deploy their digital acuity to the persecution of the NSAS protests within the country and the Nigerian diasporic community. Young Nigerians employ their own media, social media, in coordinating and mobilizing these protests. They employ Twitter, now X, for mobilization, call to action, monitoring and the execution of the protests. Twitter was also used for fundraising. Something groundbreaking is happening, a tweet says. A growing crowd of young people are camped outside day and night, protesting against SARS brutality. And right before our eyes, others are sending in their cash for their feeding. At last count, 1.2 million has been raised, and this is a tweet that was sent on the 9th of October 2020. NSAS was unique due to the creative use of social media by young Nigerians to disseminate the message of the movement. The youth went further to sensitize and mobilize other Nigerians of social media. They did this by sustaining awareness and made their message resonate with Nigerians outside the youth demographics. This was achieved by employing emotive language and images in their message. The focus of the message also amplified through the adoption of memes, which morphed into relatable hashtags that accompanied the physical protest. Protest music has been an essential feature of Nigerian movements, and SARS protest was no exception. Nigerian creatives connected with and promoted the movement with songs that not only captured the pain and angst of the youth, but even disseminated the movement's message across space and time. One of the most emotive moments in the protest was the Baby Festival of Lights. The young NSAS protesters in a ritual of memory, accompanied by protest music, paid homage to young Nigerians who had died as a result of police brutality. This raised the political consciousness of the nation. It also prevented the shrinking of the message, since the protesters adopted digital media as an alternative media. Hence, the asymmetrical dependency of movements on mass media was avoided. In addition, this global message of NSAS had international validity since it incorporated in the United States. The United States Wildlife Management. Unlike occupied Nigeria, the NSAS movement avoided the temptation to label their protests as an extension or replication of the American Black Lives Matter. The NSAS protests had a negative effect on the Nigerian economy. Nigeria lost over 700 billion during the protests. This further accelerated the combined impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and the crude oil recession on the Nigerian finances. This ordinarily should have moved the government to peacefully negotiate for a possible end of the protest, but not in Nigeria. Rather, the government opted for state-sponsored violence. So,
After the reading, then we can start with the panel discussion. We'll be inviting on stage other discussants who will be joining Dr. Nwachukwu Egbunike. From Korea, we have Messi Kilani. From Panamatic University, for the School of Media and Communication, we have Unina Nwachukwu. Also from Korea is Father Iro Olakule. The first question will be directed at Father Olafile. The book engaged three key movements led through the social media. How relevant do you think the theme of the book is? What's the relevance to, to contemporary times? How relevant is it within the current time frame?
Good afternoon, everyone. If I start with the question you asked, let me say I was not sure when I got the book. I was expecting a novel, to be honest. I was actually expecting a novel that span around these three movements. The one I actually witnessed was the SARS and the building. Actually, also I witnessed the 2012 movement. So when I was going through the book, I believe that the author decided to let us understand the difference between the mass media and the social media. Especially in this contemporary society now, information goes viral on social media than in mass media. For instance, now, how many people read, how many people get equivalent of push or Vanguard or even when it is friendship or even natural media, but people tend to go through this information that is on Instagram and Twitter. So I believe the first approach to your question is it is relevant in the contemporary age because even while you are in your dorm, while you are in your closet, it takes to know what's going on. It tends to know the intricacy between the situations that is being told by the mass media in regard to what's being heard on the social media. Okay, for instance, let's start with the NSAS. Many students, many children were deprived of going out. To be honest, the care of parents using their child to or reward them by the so-called our leaders. But the problem is that many people get accustomed to the storyline because of this story is earned on social media. The fast and the false way are both earned on social media. We tend to see the difference. We tend to know who is telling the lie. Is it the government or the people? We tend to know the validity of the stories. We tend to know the true account of the story. Okay. Let me give you a story. Say, after the instance, we tend to understand that our so-called leaders said there was not an especially with making to it. But there were evidence on social media. In fact, this evidence was so apparent that people have the copies on their phones. I remember that, like, I have like as many videos of these nuances going on in social, so-called protesters and so-called ambassadors calling us that we are the ones who transform our protest into what's known as unrewarding demand. So I believe that social media is so diligent to the point that it let us understand the truthfulness of story and more especially enlightening the people to know the good and the bad. And this really affects Obi movement very well. If you look at what really happened, the grievance of what happened in the next and people are ready to go out in mass. Now, they're ready to go out in numbers, they're ready to go out in as many as they can go. Even if people can go as 10,000, 100 million, they are ready to do that because of what they have witnessed during the instance. So I believe that social media is very impactful, very impactful in terms of the digital, just like the title they said, the digital youth and the social movement. We're able to understand that youth are now empowered by the social media. Youth knows their rights. They get to get empowerment. They get to know what to do. In fact, it was during the early days that people said they want to jump. Because people tend to understand why they need to stay in this country and why they need to contribute to the development of the country. So I believe so much that yes, this topic, digital youth, is not just based on the social media, but because of the essence of the empowerment that it influence on the people, especially the youth, is very, very impactful. Not everybody can recount what really happened in 2012, but I can tell you that ENSA was a big move through the help of the digital movement. Even people are told were sponsoring that. Just like you read this, you'll be able to see how people were selling their phones, even while they don't join this protest. In principle, virtually they were sending out phones to encourage you to go out there and preached, just like what the Bible says, like go out to the world and preach the gospel. Just like people have these funds, like sponsoring these youth to go out because of the able to see what the youth are going out for. But in contrast to what's known as the mass media, the newspaper, it is what is written and we are limited to the information that is there. And to be honest, I want to commend the author because he was able to bring the disparity and the differences between the falsehood and the truthfulness of story. If you read this part, this book very well, you have to understand that what we read on the newspaper in general, you have to understand they are restricted. In fact, the environment is not as strong, just like the millennial person Gen Z, it tends to just read what is there and that's all. And all these mass media also, they were both, they are dependent on the government, they work for the government. But social media, everybody is self-independent. No one can hold your conscience to anything. You have the right to go out there, tell everything you want to say. So, not negatively. But in the impact in the essence of digital, so I can tell you that digital movement, in terms of youth, has shown the youth the reason why they need to speak. I've shown the youth the reason why they need to be part of this movement. We can also see what's just going on recently between Nigeria and these Cuban issues. We need to understand that it's a movement that has happened in the past. It's trying to reinforce the game by the South Africans. So what happened? They went out and trying to revolt that particular act. And we can see the numbers, we can see the massive numbers between the South Africans and in fact South Africa are right now begging Nigeria to stop this kind of attack on them because they realize 10,000 Nigeria is ordering people every day and they will cancel it on the spot. So I believe so much that vision movement are truly contribute to the development. Thank you.
Thank you for your submission. In the spirit of discussion, Nina, critically examining the book and also his submission, do you think judging it ends as a movement, has it encouraged you to stay back and fight, or to encourage Japan the more?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, so from the book, of course, this book is not encouraging young Nigerians to japa, as they say. Because I mean, if you leave your country, right, who then is going to put the house in order? You can't go and live in another man's land and expect issues to take care of itself. Okay, so what this book is trying to encourage us to do is we need to understand the structures and the patterns that usually happens when social movements occurs from Occupy Nigeria to enter to obedience movement, even to the end bad governance. We can see there was actually a pattern that was actually going. And in Occupy Nigeria, one of the things that like ended the social movement abruptly was the institution in place, which is the um, labor union, right? And so it was just easy for the government to convince labor union, and then after that, the citizens have said to have been thrown under the bus. But in the exercise, it was not like that. There was not like a particular agency can actually point to and say, okay, this is the person responsible for this. So it was like a horizontal social movement. And because of that, the government was, they were jittery, let's say something, let me use the word. They didn't know what to do, so the best thing they could do was, extrajudicial killing, right? So of course we need to understand that there are actually like phases of social movement. I can't remember before, but the two I remember is coalescence and formalization. So they are like there is in as much as okay, yes, we need to fight, I would say let me just say we need to fight against the government, but not because we hate the government, no, just because we don't like what's actually happening to us. We need to understand that okay, when we are faced with issues, because Nigerians are still we're still not happy with what's going on, right? In as much as I believe that very soon another movement will actually break out. Let's be very honest, because with the way the economy is going, right, people are A lot of things are happening. That's why just yesterday I heard the radio that um what's it called POS banks are now using POS to like rob people, and I'm like, that's actually very crazy because I know that for someone like me now, I would just want to POS and I want to withdraw, and all of a sudden I've entered into this trap, right? So Nigerians are actually, a lot of things happening on their ground. So this is not the opportunity for us. This is not saying that we should run away from the country. No, but this book was actually giving some solutions, right? The prognosis was giving some solutions in what can be done in next movement that could happen. And one of the solutions I can point out is that when another movement come out, like when another movement spring up again, we should try to have like a structure. We should try to have like a goal. How can we meet this government, right? We should try to. It's not a one-way thing, and it's not even going to be very easy. But in as much as you're coming against your opponent, try to have like a long-term goal. How can you meet like a compromising situation in sense that okay to favor you and also our government. So we just need to try to have like a form of institutionalization, like a form of structure to just help to because if not, it's just like the youth is just making noise in a chat room online, and that's not what we are doing. Well, actually, what we're saying is a real issue that should be tackled. We're not just making noise. So yes, we should not have like something that can actually contain that to the government in some sense. And of course, God help us.
In her response, she talked about some of the glitches associated with this movement. Message, looking at, okay, maybe let's do without Occupy Nigeria. Let's look at NSAS and the obedience movement, these two movements, which I believe you should have had a first-hand experience with, perhaps digitally or physically. Do you think the youth made any mistakes during the course of this movement? What were their deficiencies? What were the things you thought you would have done differently?
Thank you for the question. I would not say there's something that could have been done differently. I would say the government should have listened. Okay, there is one particular factor that is recurring in the three protests, and that's accountability. The youth are trying to hold the government accountable for their actions, accountable for the policies they make, accountable for the laws they make us abide by. So it is a question of we don't want this. Help us stop it. As a matter of fact, the ENSAS protest was not supposed to be prolonged the way it was if the government had listened. The protest started peacefully. In fact, it went peacefully. It was going peacefully until the extrajudicial cases happened. So it is not a question of what should have been done differently. Yes, our structure could have been better. Our structure would have been, would have portrayed sophistication to, help us achieve this goal. But what structure can we put in place when the government is not ready to listen? The thing now is that those that are affected by those that are affected by the NSAS brutality, by NSAS brutality, police brutality, some are uneducated, some are educated, right? Some are completely illiterate. They will never been to the school. Are those the people who are going to create a structure for a protest? No, they just want to air their feelings. They just want the government to know that they are not okay, sorry. So they just want to let the government know that they are not comfortable. You are in your country and you are comfortable, you can't walk on the street. I know that the Nigerian society teaches decency as the way you dress, the kind of air you keep, the kind of friends you keep. In our Nigerian society, if you have a tattoo, like a very obvious tattoo, oh my god, you are irresponsible. If as a guy you have dreadlocks, you are irresponsible. Nobody cares whether you're educated, nobody cares where you work, nobody cares. or not. Nobody cares about those things. They look at you and they say, oh no, this person is responsible. Fine. That's our society. I just believe that, okay, youths, yeah, you want to try to abide by the rules, yeah, but there is no rule that says the government should be accountable and the government follow down. The point is, let's just make it clear that the government needs to be accountable for their actions and their rules. They create laws and they do not follow the laws. They make policies and they do not follow the policies. They make policies that make citizens uncomfortable, make citizens more impoverished, while their pockets get bigger every day. So it's not a question of structure, it's a question of accountability. Thank you.
Directed at also beyond the analytical mind of the scholar, we want to have your personal opinion on this movement. And just like I asked the Reverend, do you think they were really preaching on this movement? And how could this be destroyed?
All of the opportunity of the sponsor, because it's how do I put it? Something basically to say that this book is my book or the activities. Yes, a lot of activities in terms of sexuality and so on. But to also state that was I joined the finance and business. At that time I was working with global policies doing protests on offline. And in NSAS, I was regional, during NSAS, I was the regional editor for the policies, and our basic group then was to advocate and online advocacy and so on and so forth. So, yeah, what are the breaches? Perhaps I should to flip the question and more from the positive side that we will see a continuous progress in the way the young people are organized and keep organizing protesting. 2012 was sort of a backdrop of what is now called the House of Peace. And whether it's successful or not, that's a different conversation for another 20 years afterwards. Yes, it took the Nigerian society by storm. They pushed civil society and also trade unions and ended up with once NLC was settled against another before and that was it. NSAS stepped forward, which showed the progression because the progression was now that it was organic in the sense that you cannot really lay your hand on what is who was the major way behind NSAS. Yeah, there were significant orders in various respects, clinical, what's this thing? Quite a number of other things. Significant orders we could not really call, and that was a significant advancement in NSAS. Yes, there are breaches, naturally, because movements have to, over time, come, get to that state of urbanization. And that's why, for instance, I'll give you a typical example. It took almost 6 months for I'm a good speech by Martin Luther King. It took almost 6 months to plan that speech. And that particular protest or congress that definitively defines civil movement in the United States. And within that 6 months meant that there were gods that came together. Minds clashed, ideas clashed, and things were built, economies were built, so on and so forth. To the point that okay, when that once he gave that speech, that was his starting point, so to speak. And everyone can now go as a consequence of that. So what I mean with is not in any way related to effort, because it has been a progress, and also in the back at the background of type of society in which the government is most African government, Nigeria of the exception, particularly have so to speak, the dictators power, share all the resources, particularly use to work that. We have security agencies that we can separate and everyone improves back. So, in face of that, yes, we don't fail it. But what I'm taking is, and what I'm saying is, the reason why I was able to bring out these two events is ironic. For instance, I'm staring at protests here, pictures by Revolutionary Class. I don't know which year it is. These are the time or blessing of God. And so it means that we as a nation, if we have to hold the government accountable, we cannot expect not to do a lot of things the way the type of government that we have and will continue to have in the next couple of years. That the three arms of government that is able to make laws and this other one to implement it and then this other one to share with it. No, that I'm sorry, it's not going to. Civil society and now digital use will now have to become the fourth instinct of the brain. That have to be programmed. And in order to do that, you also have to learn, so to speak, the tricks of the game for sustained accountability. So that's it's within that prison that you can now say, okay, what are the glitches? And these are the glitches that, so to speak, that situated. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Roles has always been part and parcel of the Nigerian politics. In 1966, some military soldiers, 1930s, mid-30s, responded. The way we are responding now is through social media. And I think it's when you start over, you compare this to reactions, which do you think is more important?
That's kind of a difficult question. So to say, comparing the military intervention in 1966 I don't think it's you need to just oppose or compare these two things. Just like comparing the lamb to the lion. Two different things. The movement in 1966 was basically, according to the military, they say what to intervene to enroll and eradicate the system of corruption in Nigeria. That's what they mean. And to be told, after 1966, we can say that instead for the corruption to be removed from Nigeria, the corruption grew up in limbs, has many legs, many arms, build houses, stores, and becomes a terror in Nigeria and we have to all that. So now comparing to the movement in Akwa Nigeria, NSAS, that is obedient, and the fourth one that just had now abandoned it's not comparable. I believe that our whole movement is basically for humanity. That's my own interpretation. And for the 1966 movement is based on corruption and greediness. I believe that our so-called leaders are not competent to leaders. So they decide to come into the power. That does it just like the rest of our political leaders, not the common. They're trying to promise us things that their generation cannot do today. They're trying to just like what Tinubu promised them. They said in the next 4 years, it's going to feed the Nigeria. In the next 4 years, and I was listening to, this is digital age, so all the information is digital social media. And I was listening to a particular man, he said, in this Agado country, I was like, this Agado. And that is true. If you listen to the manifesto of Tinubu, he said he's going to take he's going to provide cassava rice and the rest, and he said he's going to take all our youths to the army. For what? Is it to go and die? Is it to go and fight war that does not exist? So the problem, I think the so-called problem, to be honest, I'm also a government teacher. So I remember when I was teaching government class, it's slowly understand me, why can't you just go back to the late 60s? They say, want to go back to terror, want to go back to problem. Through they come out in that, but in disguise, the kind of the personality they are coming out is to take away, like they take away everything. But they can see in their book what he did in Nigeria. He go there, the bandita. These are the people that really destroyed Nigeria. So it's not possible to compare their era to our own. And if you look at it very well, Occupy Nigeria, Obedient, NSAS, that would be peaceful. To be honest. So our own movement is basically for humanity, it's basically for freedom. It's basically for me to just let the government know that what we are going through now is unbearable. Now, I want to reference to something I saw 2 days ago on Instagram. This particular, one of the celebrities, just one public celebrity, and I don't know how I craft that particular content was beautiful. So, try to devise the time machine and take it back to 1960, like what he just said. So, the time machine took it back to 1960, and we saw different kinds of old houses, old cars, like, they can't live here. Compared to 2024, Lamborghini, corporate houses, and modern world. And but try as before you leave, before you leave that let's come back to the reality. He saw the market and said, sorry, please, how much is that price? Guys, it's 5 naira. No, he said price. I wish he said 5 naira. So imagine any 20,000 naira, someone said the proper price. We have put this whole place with a bad price. So it is not comparable at all. It's not comparable. Our own movement is basically for the government to hold themselves accountable to their action, their behavior, and you can see the response of so and so. After everything that we all clamor for, this is what we know. We say, I'm not Jesus Christ. Oh God, no, just like Jesus Christ have paid your price, so be it. So it is not comparable to me. Digital age, like I said earlier, it is a movement of empowerment, a movement of enlightenment, it's a movement of exposition. Now, we are right now. Why are we sitting here today? It's not because of the digital movement. We are sitting because we want the government to hear us that we are still protesting, even when we are not doing that, we are black and saying yes and all this. But because we know the importance of Nigeria, we know the importance of being black, we know the importance of staying right in this country, and that's what we are learning today. From the 1960, look at that age. We remember what happened to Wally Sugar when he was arrested. We remember to Sugar. Those are the people that can tell us the issue that really happened. Because these are the people that really suffered the mess of the military government. They suffered because they were more coming and telling them that this is what we are doing to Nigerians, it is not fair. But we, as a digital youth movement, we come up by telling the government to account for their actions. Because what we clamor for, one, like I said, is humanity, and second is freedom. Freedom is everything. Freedom of speech, expression, movement, association, and apart from that, freedom from starvation. The level of starvation in this world now is too much. It's way beyond what you can wake up with and say, God bless Nigeria. It's way beyond what you wake up with and say, yes, I'm in Nigeria. Or you say, who is the I was listening to a couple of children in the community, and they asked the person, so annoying and really that because everybody don't think about Nigeria again, they think about surviving. But look at the money, how can I survive in this generation? So if you want to compare 1960 or 1960 to current situation, I would say you are comparing fire and water. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyway, we have the impact on previously we had the do you think that's been a step up to the next compared to
So, if I got your question right, you asked me if there was a progress between two. Okay, so what I'll say is, it's almost the same thing that occurred, right? So, what another thing, the process was actually peaceful. And that was the whole goal from obedience movement even to the end bad governance. So, for the obedient movement, let's take it first. Everything that happened was just because even the politicians were not were surprised that a lot of people actually turned out to be surprised because young people like me, we had this apathy, disposition to vote for because we feel like at the end of the day, whoever that makes me the end of the day, right? But then it all started with social media. Everybody began to know the history of P2B, what he had done, what his capable of doing. So the obedience movement was an hashtag to say that okay, it will be is like a vision, is a ticket, is what we need, right? Not particularly him, but what is trying to like do for the country Nigeria. And of course it's also a way of bringing leadership of government away from the older folks, let's bring it to younger people, for younger vision and all. Then for the end bad governance, we are really tired. I mean, our president, Bola, he just more on us give it to him. I mean, he just gave it to the government last year, and just like a day or 2 days after he came to all of this, he has taken away versus and this was the same thing that happened in Nigeria. So just like a resurfacing of what had happened in 2022 all over again. So what was the whole fighting that actually happened in the okay, what was that? So like okay. And then this time around the fuel price hike for 159 hours, 450 and then 650 right now. Yeah, I've lost. I really lost the terms of what price is now. Okay, so we came out again, right? The end back we are tired of these problems. And of course, it went on, and then before we knew it, things started happening. People died, right? So shooting us. Same thing that happened in NSAS. And we're hoping that the government will speak. And everybody was, I mean, when the president has spoken, and the government has spoken, and what they had to say. And the whole summary was what David has said. We heard you, you can go back, go home, same thing like I heard what you have said. He didn't put anything, he didn't really make anybody outshift or anything whatsoever, right? So just like our planning their ideas. So the whole protest was almost the same thing, right? They are asking to correct. And one thing I want to make our Nigerians is the fact that we tried as much as possible not to start um, burning tires or instigating violence, which was seen in time. But we are hoping, we are doing the best we can, basically, hoping that the government would rethink their actions. And there is only this thing we can do. We can only take the horse from the road, we cannot force the horse from the road. So we are just doing what we can, but of course the ball is in the court of the government. And yeah, just like our professor said, probably we need to learn some certain tricks to be in. I really don't know because we've done the best that we can. I know that and we're going back, we've gone back, show that things are progressing in their universities. We are trying to think of what else we can do to make the government to open their eyes or probably they are not seeing what's going on, but they don't even care. So the movement is almost similar, but there is this progress of trying as much as possible not to do anything that the government can hold someone and say, okay, this is happening, right? But all in all, we not still see what we're doing, but I know that somehow we get things. Yes.
thought you would take contributions.
My name is Egbunike. I think we are more concerned about we are not academic. I don't know how many we have time. Actually, I just got the notice yesterday. Actually, uh, let me start by saying this. See, not so many youth, future movement. But for me, I think for everything that we say, the expectation of people. Oh, that government occupy Nigeria, we don't want to security people. We want to for ourselves. In fact, what we do for them. I remember I used to cook the venue, we have to spend things take from my house. Lots of good I had that to do. Let I'm sure. So I have money where to go. So I cook to the venue every day. So that's what. And after that, the subsidy did not go away, so we suspect in that. Anyway, but we get so much information. At a point, we're looking at that. I won't really get it on this. I still have some of those people. Yeah, the second one, Occupy Download, NSAS. So NSAS, yeah, it was successful too. We, I mean, so the handled the SARS and capital and the rest of it. So now we know that we have a right. The Booktrek cannot just for up and say we use the phone as well. All of those things so much things we use them. But how come the majority of the youth don't know the right thing? Till tomorrow, I will go to a center. You will not give me your food cost. I will ask you why. They should be talking. What collect the money for it? You don't give me. I will still post you. Where I'm going to, this last one, end bad government. We protested. Nothing came out of it. Now, the thing for me is that we have more tools and we have more power than what we do. I expected that from the end SARS movement, we would have gotten a better stability of what you can pay for the company. But we let our hair down and everybody calling to be like the carnival. So me, I was disappointed. So for end by governance, they gave us all the paparazzi when we went for the winter. Let me summarize where I'm going to. I think that we all, by now, should be doing the work of making it better by ourselves from our community. 3 months after this new government came in, I released a draft. Let the board read. So it's welcome from the former president, the new president of the new president. So now, 3 months after, because I voted for you. So I have an expectation. Do you understand? This is, you are putting 3 people online, and I want to say, I'm a legal boy. I grew up here. So I have expectations. I'm a complicated human being, I know things will be perfect. I don't want to get eminent to anybody when I'm dealing with that. So if I know that there are so many of work I will not allow you to do, I will not allow you to do wrong. That is the point. So I really let the public is all about social media, the rhetoric, what training happen. So that one kind going on like that. And anytime I go online, that I do my little thing, I try to think about how to balance. You cannot hold it. I just finished a concert here just like 2, 3 weeks ago. I'll talk about it. We are going to it. If I walk in my area and I see a bad I'll take the video, take picture, paste small one, I'll go and paste it in my local government. Sir, many of them now you don't know where their local government is. Who the local government chairman They don't know. So if you want to drag okay, they know it as I said before, they know drug at the health center. And I'm carrying placards and I say federal government they know drug in my health center. See, health center has the possibility belongs to local government and the state. So who should not go to what? Who should drag? So happy to say for me that by now we should start from our local government. We should start posting them, pasting them, dragging them. If social media is there for us, the digital youth that we are here, we can take more. Now that we now have people now fold their hands and they go like, you don't need that support. Why can't we have this movement? Because it's easy for me to drag the person in my local government than to drag the federal government. So by the time I'm doing this one will go out for that. That's why you have the house of government. So for me, I think every time I'm doing that, I do like, is this man crazy? Only me. I will just make sure that this I think the road is bad. I do the video and I'll just put it in my local government, I'll just paste it there. And I'm expecting people to just do something like that. So youth, for me, we have all the tools, but we're not doing much for ourselves. In the last election, we saw the improvement in the number of youth that joined almost like 11%, 11.3% of youth turned out more. But so speak now. Most of them are not ready to even get into the system. Because when we want to get this thing done, every one of us will be and from there we can now continue to practice.
Thank you. After the discussion, we'll take more solutions. So back to the discussant. Messi, the book is quite expository. Educated analysis of experience. Do you think the author is still scholarly, right? Consulted different materials and generated different materials, but still a narrative, and the author's narrative will definitely be taken. Do you think the author did justice to the analysis of this?
Yes, I think so, because the book is well referenced. It's not just the author speaking. We can see many other scholars speaking to the book. So it is apparent that